Hey, what's up coders, I'm Coderius and today we're gonna look into a Unity sound plugin. This plugin allows you to create procedurally generated sounds for your games. The developers released initially this tool for Unreal Engine and got awarded an Epic Megagrant. Epic Megagrants are a form of financial support ranging from $5,000 and $500,000 given to good projects on the Epic platform. The tool will be soon released on Unity and the team that made it was looking for YouTubers to test it. I thought it could be interesting to look at it and accepted the offer. I just received a free copy of the plugin to play with, but beside that I'm not paid by Nemisindo, so be assured that I'll give you my honest opinion about it. For more information about the plugin, check the links in the description, and before we start, take a moment to like and subscribe, and I see you in Unity. Nemisindo Action Pack is a fully procedural audio plugin for Unity. As per their website, the main advantages are zero reliance on samples, saving disk space, and the fact that sounds can be designed as needed directly inside the editor at runtime. Let's have a quick look at their demo. This is obviously an Unreal-based demo, but we will see in a moment how it works with Unity. Before that, we can also have a look at the models proposed on the website. We can take an explosion, for instance, and play with the settings to create exactly the explosion we are after. There are also presets to emulate specific sound effects. Okay, let's take another one like the gun. Again, there are some presets such as rifle, Uzi, and some other guns. We can here change the settings and try things out. It becomes really easy to generate and create various gun sounds with only one audio source without requiring samples for each and every weapon in the game just by changing the settings. Okay, now that we know more or less what the software is about, let's jump in Unity and look at a real example. I created a simple scene using two free assets from the Unity Asset Store. One is a Snaps prototype with a sci-fi industrial theme, which comes with the demo scene used in the video. For the character, I'm using the free test character called Asuna. There are links in the description. I made a simple movement controller and added a virtual cinemachine camera to follow the player. Using the plugin is relatively easy, but I admit I really had to look at the documentation to know where to start. After having read the manual, it became much clearer how to use the plugin, and I could rapidly implement the first sound in the game. Let's open the audio mixer. In case the window is not open, you can find it under Windows, Audio, Audio Mixer. Here we see the different models included with this version of the package, which is still in beta. We can add a new one by clicking the plus button and call it Test. Then we add the audio plugin Gunshot in the hierarchy. In the hierarchy, we can add an audio source to any object in the game, like the camera or the player. As output, we select the test audio created just earlier. We must also add a specific script called audio init to the game object. Easy. Now the only thing we have to do is to trigger the sound when the weapon is fired. Let's create a new C# script and call it sound controller. We must use the namespace system.runtime.interruptServices to work with the Nemisindo plugin. At the beginning, we imported the audio plugin DLL with this command. No worries, it's only a copy-paste from the manual. But in short, what we do is making a reference to the function shoot defined in the plugin code, so we can call this function at runtime in Unity. Then I simply created a void function called fire and called the shoot function from the plugin with 0 as argument. The argument is the channel number, and in this case the first and only channel of the mixer we created earlier. Okay, let's also call that function in the character controller when the left mouse button is pressed. If we enter play mode, the sound will play when the gun is fired. The main feature of having procedurally generated sounds is that we can change them at runtime. First, we must set references to the other plugin functions. If we look at the documentation, we see that the gunshot has 6 parameters: the shell gain, shell decay, shell frequency, time separation, gassing gain, and the gassing frequency. In the code, there is a reference for each of these variables. The function takes a channel and a value as parameter. As mentioned earlier, the channel is the channel of the audio mixer, and the value is the actual value of the sound parameter we want to provide as input. There are code examples in the documentation, so it's pretty much a copy and paste. I've created a simple example where we can adjust the variables with the mouse wheel and select the parameters we want to change with the numpad. If I press 1, the shell gain will change with the mouse wheel, if I press 2, the shell decay will change, etc, etc. Now, if we run the game again, I can change the parameters while playing. That opens really a lot of different possibilities. Alright, it's time for a conclusion. What do you think about this tool? Personally, the fact that we can model sounds at will and change them at runtime is really interesting. It opens an unlimited number of possibilities to suit many game development needs and in various situations. The program comes with many models and tons of presets and more to come. The expected launch price is about $60, which is quite fair, especially if more sound models are added in the future. At the end, whether this asset is good for you depends on the type of project you are working on. The tool might save you a lot of time and money if it really fits the type of sound used in your game. In some other cases, however, it might be better to find sound samples to be included separately. Let me know what you think in the comment section and if you think this tool would be good for your project. And it's already the end of the video, I hope you liked it. If that's the case, feel free to give a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. What you see on the screen now is a preview of the game I'm working on and for which I'll prepare the upcoming tutorials. Thank you very much for watching, keep coding, and see you next time.